Park. Godiva coming off. Let me get organized here. Good girl.
Yeah, we can mention that she's never been here before.
Yeah, you're mentioning it.
You hungry?
Such a good girl. Okay, and I'm just going to take this off. So we're just brushing. She's fine. This is one of the little inclines. Okay, a couple other horses or trailers. And this place is called Northwest River Park. And there's our truck back there. Just wanted to kind of let you see the outside of everything. Back here is a whole bunch of little areas going to go up and down different sections, and they got some jumps going. And then if you come back here, there's some other areas back here that go into trails. And then we'll actually go into the trails and show you what's going on with that too. Get out again, her back feet done. See, she's got fly spray. No worries at all. Loves fly spray. As you can see, she'll look at you when you're putting up the girth, but she doesn't like it as much, and she's in full blown heat. As you can kind of see how her tail's flipped a little onto the side, but she's doing very well. I know. You're a good girl.
Kind of wait for me to get it there,
Good
baby.
girl. The bridles are all kind of messy and they're halfway on. So tired. It's nice and warm outside. So she's in full heat. She was just taken away from her beloved pony and two geldings. Jumped right on the trailer. We should have videotaped that, how well she did. Although maybe she was more like, yahoo, get away from all these boys. And you like to keep going as soon as you get on, but once you go back and stop, get off and tell her to just stand, and let's show Mira how easy it is for her, if she wants Godiva to stand until she gets situated, that Godiva will stand until you tell her to go.
Danger, danger. Danger, danger. Come on. She's like, all this new stuff.
I know, right?
What are we doing? All this new stuff. Stranger danger. Scary stuff. Come on, scary stuff.
If you can see, she's got loopy reins.
Appeared out of nowhere, huh?
Horse is coming out from behind over to the right. She's never seen before. And again, very loopy reins. She's very curious. She's always very curious. So other horses, dogs, none of that stuff's going to really bother her at all. Okay, and they're walking by. She didn't care. I told her to go this way. Up the hill. Why don't you just go up and down, kind of zigzag it, just so she can see how well she does going down the hill and going up the hill. Oh, if you can really see how steep this is. Maybe with her focus. So even though she went forward, if you notice, Godiva didn't try to use all of her power to get up the hill. She's pretty solid. Lots of cars coming by. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but big 18-wheelers will shoot by. Good. Okay, here's a pretty steep, probably a good, what do you say, 180. Now, she's never done this before. So you can see she's a little hesitant, but she's like, hey, this really isn't that bad. And she didn't care about going up and down just as far as like this specific one. All right, turn around and now you can see how.
Yeah, we've never trailrode together, more or less at all. I'm a show person.
She did fine. You did fine with her. All right, on to the bridge. Told her to coming up here by the road, just so you can kind of see, and just so you know, single lady does not trail ride. Here comes a car. Now, deliberately, we are getting the horse not to face the vehicle, except here comes one from the other end. Because if you're going to have an animal that's going to spook, you're going to spook at a car coming from behind them, not what they can see. So even in the blind spot with a horse and trailer shooting by, she did fine. Bikers! We got a bunch of bikers. Still, nothing. Caught that at the end. There's actually like 20 of them that just went by. Up, here comes another one. And as you can see, she does not care. Well, you don't put her in the swamp. I just want her to see that there is a swamp. She didn't give a flying flip about it, but.
She has been on the ocean.
Yeah, I did tell her. I said if she can handle waves crashing everywhere, this stuff is like nothing. And horses coming. Of course, we didn't bring spurs. We didn't bring a crop because she doesn't need it. We're not jumping her. She's like, oh. There you go. And a big 18-wheeler. No big deal. What'd you get in a little quicksand there?
A little quicksand there.
All right, now we're going to go over the bridge and let me get to the other side. Oh, actually, go ahead, and then I'll just get to the other side and watch you. Now this is the first time that she's been over on this specific bridge, and she doesn't have any buddies that have shown her how to get over it. There is water on the other side, so we figured this would be an easier way for you to understand that, you know, she's a good girl, and not only is she okay with bridges and water, but she's okay not even having to follow someone to get over it. She's doing this all on her own because she knows that she's okay. When you go over this bridge, you'll see like a very sparkly reflection, and a lot of horses, when they see something like this, will just be like, oh, I don't know what that is, but I don't care about it. And she walked right past it, no big deal. And you can see how deep the water is. So it's probably a good 6 foot down is where the water is to the bridge. And again, no big deal, no flinch. And here's Godiva going into the woods. And again, you'll find that horses going into the woods by themselves is not a very common practice, because you have nobody that they can rely on in front of them if they haven't done trails before, or if it's a new trail. But as you can see, Godiva really doesn't care. And we have to go through very muddy areas, and that doesn't bother her either. Alright, I'm going to catch up with her, and then I'll show you some more. Once you see this big orange arrow, again, a lot of horses with the sun and the arrow and the orange will flip out. Alright, go ahead and turn her around and bring it back over here so I didn't see it. Back once you walk, and then she didn't even look at it. Oh. She's like, oh, I'll go over the orange. Good girl. That's her turning around, so she can grab a...
It's obviously not very wet side.
Nope. And grab a stick. So my battery's running dead, so I'm going to go and revert to the video on the camera.